Good morning once again, grade 3s.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Yes. Okay. We are continuing with heritage and social studies. We are continuing with heritage and social studies, and our topic is reporting abuse. Reporting abuse. So we are going to be discussing on reporting abuse. Okay, if you look at that page, what can you see? If you look at the picture on that page, what are you seeing? Yes, Michelle?
Can see children carrying. There's a man who is telling the children to pick 10 kgs of tea.
Okay, yes, it's written there. And the children are told no school fees if you fail to pick 10 kgs of tea. So they are working in a field where they are picking tea. So that's abuse because 10 kg is too much. 10 kg is too much for the children. It's too much work. Okay, we are going to be talking about forms of abuse. But first of all, we want to know what abuse is. When we are saying someone is abused, what do we mean? What would be happening? Abuse, it's going against someone's rights. Abuse is going against somebody's right or rights. So we have four forms of abuse. We have got four forms of abuse, namely physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and neglect. We have got four forms of abuse, that is physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and neglect. And we have said abuse is going against someone's rights. It's going against someone's rights. Okay, I want you are going to take turns to read what is on these forms of abuse. Who is going to read physical abuse? Who is going to read what is on physical abuse so that we understand what physical abuse is? Okay, we are going to start with, let's start with Michelle, then Agatha, and then Skanyiso. Okay, so Michelle will read physical abuse, Agatha sexual abuse, and Skanyiso emotional abuse. What about number 4? The fourth abuse, neglect. Who is going to read that? Kieni and Raylin there. Mel, open your video. Okay. Mel is back. Okay, can you start, Michelle?
It is the physical abuse. It is the use of physical force that may make people get injured. Examples of physical abuse are beating, kicking, running, and striking with an object.
Yes. So that is physical abuse, and people can actually see if you are beaten, maybe some marks or some wounds. You can see that this person has been physically abused. Okay, so the examples Michelle has read them, like beating and kicking, burning, or striking. with an object on someone. Let's move on to sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is unwanted touching, rape, showing photographs of naked people, and showing children private parts. Sexual abuse can happen to both boys and girls. Anyone can abuse you sexually.
Yes, we have been talking about sexual abuse for the past days and weeks. Okay, so sexual abuse, it involves showing children private parts or even touching the private parts for the children or even showing photographs of naked people to the children or even raping the children. I'm sure you have heard about older people raping the younger ones, especially the girls. They are raped each and every day, even as young as a toddler or even a small baby. They rape them. That's sexual abuse. That is sexual abuse. Okay, emotional abuse. Scannies. Scannies is relaxing
It
now.
is the most common type emotional abuse. It is the most common type of abuse. Pain is caused to children through words or painful action. Anybody can abuse children by shouting at them, humiliating and harassing. Emotionally abused children live in fear and always and are always sad.
Yes, they are always said. Okay, humiliating. It's ukuyangisa, kunyadzisa in Shona and ukuyangisa in Ndebele. Like they are always telling them things that would make them sad or that would make some other children laugh at you or other people nearby laugh at you. That's humiliation. So emotional abuse is the pain that is caused mostly through the words that are said about us or that are thrown at us, or even harassing you, or even shouting at the children and telling them words that are so painful. And these children, how do we see them? They usually live in fear. Like if you get near them and say something, they are in fear. You can see them jumping, and because they are scared, they've been abused emotionally, or they are always said like this. They don't talk because they are sad, and that child is emotionally abused. Okay, and then the last one, neglect. Agatha, unmute yourself. Who is going to read? Mel, stop playing with your pen. Mel, put down that pen.
I'm not.
Put it down so that I can see you properly. And he has disappeared. Okay, Michelle will read again for the second time. It seems boys do not want to talk. Okay, Michelle.
Neglect. It is when parents or other elders fail to meet the basic needs of children. Parents and other people can neglect children they are living with. For example, a child can be left hungry, poorly clothed, or dirty.
Yes, thank you, Miss Mishi. Okay, we have got a picture below that. That's a form of neglect. Can you tell me what you are seeing on the picture? On that picture below what Mishi has read there, what can you see? Yes, Kien? Kien, is that hand up or you are busy squeezing your eye there? Okay, Skanyiso, your hand was up. Stop talking, railing and
It,
what did I say? Okay, Skanyiso.
there is a picture of a mother. There is a picture of a mother with two children wearing clothes that are torn.
Yeah, thank you for being so observant, Miss Skanyiso there. She can actually see that the clothes are torn. Thank you so much. Okay, and on the other side, on the left-hand side, Kien and Raylin, you can't tell me that you are not seeing anything there. Okay, Agatha.
The
Kien,
father is enjoying while the family is. The father is
tell us
enjoying
what he's
while the
doing,
family
Agatha. He's enjoying. What is he doing there? Tell us what he's doing there.
is.
He is,
He's raw. He's roast. He's
okay,
he's
Agatha is trying to tell
grilling
us what is
meat.
happening. Meat, what is he doing with the meat?
While the family is suffering. The
Okay,
mother and children.
all right, thank you, Agatha. You are right. Let's have the right word of what exactly they are doing there. Yes, they are roasting. What do you call roasting of that meat? What do you call it? Ah, you guys, it starts with a B. It starts with a B.
B.
Yes, Kian. Yes. Kian, can you come again? Okay, they are braising. It's called what? Braising. Yes, they are braising meat there. So imagine someone is busy braising meat, eating meat without sadza or rice, just eating meat when the children are suffering and they are wearing tattered clothes, and also there's no fees for the children or food for the children to eat. That's neglect. So neglect is when, from what who read Michelle, when parents or other elders fail to meet the basic needs of children. So they forget about the children. They are no longer looking after them. That's neglect. So that's the fourth form of abuse that we have learned today. Now we want to find some ways of reporting this abuse. How can we report it? We have got 4 ways again of reporting abuse. So when you have been abused, you are supposed to report report the abuse. Many children have been abused, they've been raped, and they've been told that you don't tell anyone. If you tell someone, I'm going to kill you. And they've been scared and afraid to tell even their mothers that they've been raped. But that's not the right thing. You are supposed to report, and nobody will do anything to you. Are we together? Are we together, grade 3?
Yes.
Yes, you are supposed to report, or if you know
Yes.
if you know anybody who is being abused, you are also supposed to help them to report the abuse. Okay, so do not be threatened, even if they tell you that I'm going to kill you, or I'll beat you up, or I'll remove your head. Don't be threatened. No one will harm you if you report. Okay, so number 1, do not be threatened. Like what I've said, do not be threatened. No one will harm you if you report. Number 2, who can read number 2? So way number 1, report, do not be threatened. Number 2, Agatha.
Report to your parent, guardian, teacher, pastor, or any relative or elder you trust.
Yes, report to anyone, either your parent, your guardian, your teacher, a pastor, or anybody. Report if you have been abused, because if you don't report, the person will continuously abuse you. Okay, number 3. Can you see, before we move on to number 3, can you see that logo? It's called a logo, that one. At DLC, we also have got a logo, a sign that shows that this is for a particular school or particular organization. Okay, can you see that logo?
Yes.
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 And it's written Childline at the bottom. Childline Zimbabwe. Can you see that? Okay, and there
Yes.
are 4 children there.
Yes.
So Childline is an organization that helps children. It's an organization that helps children, and they put their phone number. Can you see it under that logo where it's written in purple?
Yes.
Yes, children can report any form of
Yes.
abuse to Childline. So you simply phone. But when your mother or father beats you at home, if you have done something wrong, that's not abuse. You are not supposed to start phoning Childline that have been abused. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear, Mishi, Raylene?
Yes. Yes.
Ken, is that clear? Because there is what we call discipline the child, and also abusing. Okay, number 3, you can report the police. You can report to the police or organizations like Childline and child protection committees in your area. They will listen to you and offer support. That's the 3rd way. Last one, the 4th way. The 4th way. The last one, who can read? Okay, Skanyiso.
If no one listens to you, Keep on telling someone.
Yes, if no one listens to you, keep on telling someone. Because if you tell someone, at least if anything bad happens to you, they will say she once or he once told me. And okay, I hope you have understood these forms of abuse, and also that you have also learned that if you have been abused, you are supposed to report. Don't just keep quiet. And I also said, don't mistaken abuse and being disciplined at home or at school. Is that clear? Grade 3s, yes.
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 Okay. I'm also going to upload the work on Google Classroom, and you are going to write it number 1 to number 4. Exercise C. Exercise C. Can you see it? Okay, so
Yes.
you can be
Yes.
writing even before I've sent the work. You can be writing using your textbooks, and then you can send later. Have a nice day until we meet again tomorrow.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Teacher.
Bye-bye,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye,
Bye bye. Bye
teacher.
bye. Bye bye.